This instructional video has been created to guide you on how to complete the National Insurance Board's electronic C10 form used to record and pay monthly contributions. There are two types of forms, the hospitality and non-hospitality forms. The hospitality form is designated for employees in the service industry that garner a basic wage and gratuities. The non-hospitality form is the most commonly used form, used for all other employees. Please note that a special C10 form is designated for self-employed persons. Let us take a look at the electronic non-hospitality C10 form. This workbook contains 5 worksheets labeled Instructions, C10 Entry Sheet, Starting Leaving Entry Sheet, C10 Report, and C10 File. To access a particular sheet, click on the Named tab at the bottom of the screen. In looking at the header section, cells with blue text are to be filled in. Enter your company's national insurance number in the cell provided. Use the drop-down menu to select the contribution year and month being processed. Please be aware that the National Insurance Board has had rate adjustments over the years, and the year entered will reflect the appropriate rate. Please note the number of Mondays in the month, the maximum weekly insurable wage, the maximum monthly insurable wage, and the number of employees have been automatically populated by the system. Change the company's details, name, address, contact persons, etc., if necessary. When entering phone, cellular, or fax numbers, enter the first 3 digits, followed by a dash, then the last 4 digits. Unless business details change, only the contribution year and month needs to be changed each month. Moving on to the employee details section, the employee national insurance number should be populated next. Each employee's national insurance number has 8 digits. All 8 digits must be entered. Entering the wrong national insurance number can trigger an error message. The next field to be entered is the last name, followed by the first name, which should both be filled in capital letters. Select Z for summer student, otherwise P. For informational purposes, contributions can only be made for a summer student during the months of June to August. Select W or M to indicate weekly or monthly paid employees. Enter the number of weeks the employee worked for that month. The number of weeks may not exceed the maximum number of Mondays in the month. If there are retired employees, please indicate on the Retired Employee Indicator field. Next, enter the employee's actual wage if it falls between the insurable wage ceiling. If the employee's wage is greater than the ceiling, enter the insurable wage ceiling. Do not enter the cents portion of the insurable wage. The employee contribution, employer contribution, and total contribution fields are automatically generated. You may view the C10 file details by clicking on the C10 file sheet. After entering all employee details, create the C10 file by clicking the Save Output File button at the top right of the C10 entry sheet. Select the desired location. The file name is auto-filled in the following format: employer NI number, followed by the C10 month, followed by NH, followed by R, and extension .txt. Note, if the file name is changed from the autofilled text, it will revert to the autofilled text when saved. The file will be in the location selected when saved. After saving the file, email it as an attachment to contributions@nib-bahamas.com. The Starting Leaving Entry Sheet. The Starting Leaving Entry Sheet is used every time there are changes with the employee. It is used to record the employee-employer relationship and should be completed each month there is a change with that relationship. Part B should be completed for all employees starting that month. Part C should be completed for all employees that have left the company that month. Indicate the number of employees starting this month. Enter the contribution details for each employee starting in the month being processed. Do not leave blank rows. Enter the first and last name in uppercase. Indicate the number of employees leaving this month in section C. Indicate the number of job openings at the end of the month for which you are actively seeking workers outside of your business. After entering all employee details, create the starting leaving file by clicking the Save Output File button at the top right of the starting leaving entry sheet. Enter the contribution details for each employee leaving this month. Indicate the reason for leaving by entering an X in the appropriate box. Indicate the number of job openings as of the end of this month for which you are actively seeking workers outside of your business. After entering all employee details, create the starting leaving file by clicking the Save Output File button at the top right of the starting leaving entry sheet. Enter the file name in the following format: abbreviated company name, followed by the C10 month and extension .xls. Click the Save button. After saving the file, email it as an attachment to contributions@nib-bahamas.com. Print the sheet, sign and date in the spaces provided. The C10 Report tab produces a hard copy of your C10. Print the C10 report, sign and date the C10 in the spaces provided. Employers are urged to sign up for the Employer Self-Service Portal, or ESS portal, by emailing your request to ess@nib-bahamas.com to be guided through the setup process. You will be able to submit your contribution statements or C10 forms and pay. Employers not registered via the ESS portal may submit their contribution statements to contributions@nib-bahamas.com. For customers paying by credit card, payments can be made using the Employer Self-Service Portal located on the NIB website. For customers paying by check, payments can be made using the NIB check drop boxes. For customers paying via RBC, payments can be made using the Pay a Bill option and adding NIB as a payee, or by selecting Send to RBC Client. NIB banking details can be provided. For customers paying via other commercial banks, payments can be made via online or wire transfers to the National Insurance Board, ensuring that the employer registration number, name, and C10 month are included. If you need further assistance, please contact your inspector, the compliance department, or our public relations department. Any department will be more than happy to assist.